Let me tell you some stories. Not the kind you hear in trading courses. Not the flashy stuff they feed you on Instagram. Real stories. Raw ones. From behind the charts. From the minds of those who risk everything. Just for a few ticks of green. Story 1. The man who couldn't quit. His name was Michael, 43. Divorced. Former software engineer. When the layoffs came in 2020, he turned to trading as a way to buy time while figuring life out. He never figured it out. Instead, he discovered how quickly trading becomes something else. Something more than charts and money. It becomes identity. A mission. An addiction. He wasn't stupid. In fact, he was smarter than most. He read every book, watched every strategy video, joined every forum. But that was the problem. He was too smart for his own good. He believed he could outthink the market. He thought discipline was for people with less intellect. So he risked more. And more. And more. He blew his first account. $10,000 gone in 4 months. He told himself it was tuition. That's what they call it, right? Tuition to the market. He deposited another $5,000. Tighter risk this time. Better structure. But every time a trade turned against him, he froze. His hand hovered over the mouse. Hoping, praying, waiting for it to reverse. Sometimes it did. And that just made things worse. It reinforced the worst lesson a trader can learn, that bad habits sometimes win. Eventually, the market took everything. His money, his self-belief, his peace. He didn't tell his friends. He just disappeared from the Discord server one day. Never heard from him again. But his last message still sits in my inbox. Man, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I'm tired of lying to myself. Story 2. The kid with the spreadsheet. Jamal was 22. Fresh out of college. Majored in finance. Minor in data science. He approached trading like a math equation. He had a spreadsheet for everything. Backtests. Drawdowns. Win rates. Edge ratios. Everything. He'd coded his own custom indicator, built in Python, optimized for volume divergence and RSI overlays. It was beautiful. Precise. On paper, his strategy was golden. 65% win rate. 1.8 to 1 reward to risk. All green. But on live markets, he froze. Hesitated. Pulled out early. Chased. Because the numbers didn't prepare him for fear. They didn't account for that sinking feeling when price moves against you. Or that irrational urge to just get out green when you're almost break even. He had all the data, but none of the control. Eventually, he gave up. Not because he didn't have a system, but because he didn't have himself. He told me in a message, "I thought this was a logic game." It's not. It's an emotional war. Story 3. The quiet winner. Her name was Lee. No social media. No flashy trades. No bragging. She started with $1,000. Took 2 years to grow it to $5,000. Took another 3 to make it $20,000. She never over-leveraged. Never forced trades. Never got greedy. She journaled every single trade. Not just numbers, but feelings, thoughts, impulses. She noticed patterns. When she traded well, she was calm. When she traded poorly, she was distracted, emotionally reactive. So she trained herself to feel less. Not like a robot, but like a monk. Trading, for her, became a practice. Like meditation. Like martial arts. And she made it. Slowly. Steadily. Quietly. When I asked her what her secret was, she said, "It's not about being right. It's about being stable." Story 4. The one who made it too fast. Carlos hit it big in crypto. 2017. Bought Ethereum early. Rode the wave to 6 figures. Everyone called him a genius. Even he believed it. So he went all in. Quit his job. Started trading full-time. But here's the thing about fast success. It teaches you nothing. He never learned to lose, never learned to manage risk, never built emotional resilience. So when the bear market came, he doubled down, then again, and again, until it was all gone. He spiraled hard, started borrowing money to trade futures, chased every pump and dump, went from high-rise condo to living back with his parents in 18 months. He told me once, "Fast money gave me an ego I didn't earn. The market took it back with interest." Story 5. The guy who never traded. Now this one hurts in a different way. Daniel was obsessed with trading, watched every YouTube video, subscribed to every trading channel. He had a full notebook of setups he'd never taken. He paper traded for 3 years, watched the market like a hawk, knew every move, every candle. But he was terrified to go live, terrified to lose, terrified to find out he wasn't as good as he thought. So he stayed in simulation forever. He became a student of trading, but never a trader. And over time, that fear became regret. And that regret turned into resentment. He began saying things like, "The market's rigged. No one really makes money. It's all just luck." But deep down, he wasn't mad at the market. He was mad at himself for never having the courage to try. So what do these stories teach us? Trading is not a game. It's not a hustle. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a mirror, a ruthless, unforgiving mirror that reflects back exactly who you are. If you're impulsive, it shows. If you're afraid, it shows. If you seek validation, the market exposes it. No strategy can protect you from yourself. No indicator can override insecurity. No setup is stronger than self-sabotage. And yet, we keep coming back. Why? Why would anyone willingly subject themselves to this kind of mental torture? Because trading offers something rare, something real. Freedom. Not just financial, but psychological. The kind of freedom that comes from mastering your mind. The kind of freedom that comes from knowing you can sit in chaos and stay calm. That you don't need to react. That you are not your thoughts, not your emotions, not your fears. Trading doesn't just test your technical skills. It trains your soul. Final thought. You see, behind every chart is a person. With dreams. With demons. With a decision to make every single moment. Whether to panic or stay calm. Whether to chase or wait. Whether to listen to fear or to trust the plan. These aren't just trading decisions. They're life decisions. And that's why these stories matter. Because in the end, trading isn't about money. It's about who you become. And sometimes, you don't need more indicators. You need more honesty, more self-awareness, more courage to face the uncomfortable truth. Because that's where the real edge is. Not in the market, but in you.